3, 2, and
1.
Hey everyone, I'm Dad.
I'm Daughter.
And we are
Dad and Daughter Formula 1 Zero.
Very nice. I love that enthusiasm. Great job. Today we are going to talk about a very, very important issue that's been coming up. That happened last week. We didn't talk about it because we were busy, but we're going to talk about it this week. We're going to talk about Franco Colapinto. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Franco is who?
Franco, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! I lost one in my eye. Was a driver for Williams.
For Williams last season. Yeah, he replaced Logan Sargent halfway through the season, and he did pretty well, to be honest.
Okay, not gonna. I don't think Logan Sargent did. I think Logan Sargent did better. I'm not trying to be mean, guys. Like a little bit, like this much better. Than
Then who? Then Franco? What? Come on. You've got to remember all the crashes. Look, I'm going to be showing crashes right here. There's crash after crash after crash of Logan. Logan never scored a single point except for one time, and that was because Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton got disqualified 2 years ago in Austin. So he moved up and was able to get one singular point in like 2 or 3 seasons. No, we're not having this discussion. Logan was not better than Franco. You cannot convince me of that. Ever, ever, ever. Okay. Now, granted, Franco did not have a great end to his Williams season.
No.
He had a lot of hype. Red Bull was said that maybe they were wanting to have him be a driver. Everybody wanted him. And then all of a sudden, had some bad crashes in Brazil, in Singapore, and it didn't turn out very well.
I think he was just because I think everybody wanted him. I think he was trying to be the best.
Yeah.
And then it just went in his mind, and he just took him out and went fast.
Yep. I think so. I think he got a little bit too into his head, didn't he?
Yeah.
Into his own head. Yeah, absolutely. So he ends the season not having a seat, and then all of a sudden he gets this miraculous opportunity to be what?
To be the reserve driver.
For who?
For Alpine.
For Alpine.
And those people don't always get hurt.
Yeah. So for Alpine, right? So he gets a reserve driver seat for Alpine. Now, this is all great, right? Because we were all like, wow, awesome. Great for Franco. Everyone's really happy. James Vowles is super excited. And he says, thank you, Franco, for all that you did. We wish you well. The only problem is Jack Doohan. Now, the reason that this is a problem is Jack Doohan used to be what in Alpine?
Used to be the reserve driver.
And then when Esteban Ocon gets fired, what happened with him?
He went into Esteban Ocon's seat.
Exactly.
Sadly, guys, Esteban Ocon got fired. I'm still on this.
Yeah, he got fired. And where did he go? Do you know where he went to? Haas.
Oh yeah, sorry, Haas.
He went to Haas.
He's one of my favorite drivers.
Oh, he's one of your favorite. That's interesting. Well, so Jack Doohan then gets promoted. That's great. He's excited. He's been waiting for this opportunity for years. Then all of a sudden they hire Franco as a reserve driver, which it doesn't sound weird because we're like, well, he's not the driver. He's the reserve driver, but he's really good in comparison to Jack Doohan. So do you feel that maybe Jack Doohan now all of a sudden has a little bit of pressure, someone creeping up behind him, going,
Don't do that. Don't actually do that.
So do you think that maybe Jack is now like, hey, there's someone breathing back, on my neck behind me the whole time, and now he's going to feel a little bit more pressure?
Yes, but I'm going to say he shouldn't feel pressure.
Okay.
Because if they were, I'm not saying they will.
Okay.
They would have just hired
Franco
as the driver and not put him as a reserve. They wanted Jack Doohan, and they also wanted Franco, but they more or less wanted Jack Doohan as their driver.
Oh, okay.
He's been there more years.
Yeah.
He's just been there more years, and he knows the car more.
Yeah, true.
He knows how to handle the wheel better.
True. So
he's more of a driver than what Franco what Franco would be.
Very true. I do like that. That is a good argument, right? He's got more experience. He used to be the reserve driver. He's always been on the simulator. He's always been a very good team player. Whenever they've needed him to be on the simulator or be on track, he's always there. You know, he got his opportunity at the end of the season when they fired Esteban Ocon. Drove one race in Abu Dhabi. So he's got a little bit of experience even with the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least he's got a little bit of experience with that car. Versus Franco, who doesn't have any experience with the Alpine car. And
doesn't know really like this more because like because they have to fit in because now they have to fit the car to his size.
Yeah.
And they already have Jack Doohan's car.
Yeah.
They already have they have to fit a helmet onto his size.
Yeah, true.
Well, they'll have to do that anyways, but still.
Well, yeah.
But still, more or less, they already have someone's done.
Yeah.
And they don't have to like. And then you already know, like, this, and I don't think, did Franco have any sponsors?
He does bring a lot of sponsors from Argentina. A lot.
But he brings, how much does Jack Doohan have?
In terms of sponsors?
Yeah.
Not that I know of any.
Okay, so don't you think, personally, I would give a chance to Jack Doohan for sponsors.
Okay.
Of course, Franco does, because now, Alpine, oh my god, has tons of sponsors now that they have Franco and Pierre.
Yeah.
I don't know how many sponsors does Pierre have.
Yeah, Pierre, I think there's a good following for Pierre.
Okay, well they have more followers than they had before.
Yeah.
Well, and then you always want to have a chance to have more sponsors.
Yeah.
So if you add Jack Doohan, oh my god, what is happening with my language?
That's okay.
If you add Jack Doohan, maybe, I'm not saying there will be, I'm not saying there is, there might, or not, don't fight with me this, have a chance that he will have sponsors if he drives, even if he isn't like a Lando, if he isn't like a Lewis.
Okay.
He still might have a chance of having a sponsor.
True, and bringing a little bit of extra money for Alpine.
Valtteri Bottas. He wasn't like a Lando who was like the one of the top drivers.
Yeah.
But he still had multiple sponsors.
Yeah, that's true. So each driver does have their own sponsors. They bring when they go to those teams, they bring their sponsors with them. The sponsors then that brings in money to the teams.
And that can get them new cars, new uniforms, new little like suit thingies.
New upgrades to the car.
New upgrades, anything that if the more sponsors they have, the more money they get, and the more upgrades that can get.
That's true.
And the better they'll be.
That's true. So here's a question that I have for you. So now that Franco is the reserve driver, do you think that maybe the team is thinking, so Alpine is thinking, we're going to give Jack maybe 6, 10, maybe 12 races, maybe half of the season as a chance to see how he does. If he doesn't perform well, we know that Franco can step in. He knows the tracks. He knows how to drive an F1. He knows the competition. Do you think that maybe they would say, you know what, Franco, take Jack's seat? Do you think they would do that?
I'm going to say they're going to give him as many races until he gets out of, until I would say they're going to give him races, but they're going to give him maybe not even half, maybe like more than half of the season.
Okay.
But if he starts getting into his head that, again, someone is like breathing on me, knowing that there's someone there like that can always take his spot no matter what, it's gonna get in his head, and it's gonna be a whole what was that person?
Like a whole mess? Like not a Logan Sargent situation?
Yes, like a whole Logan Sargent situation.
That's true.
It's just gonna be a mess. They're gonna want to bring in Franco.
That's true.
If he gets in his head,
that's true.
The more crashes there will be, the more safety cars out.
So, prediction. Do you think that Jack Doohan's going to make it through the whole season?
I'm going to say maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
No, yes or no. I need a yes or no.
Oh my god, this is so
Decision time.
Okay, yes.
He's going to make it through the whole season. Okay. That's a good guess on your part. I'm going to say that he's not going to make it more than halfway through the season. By race 12, Jack is going to be out. They're gonna put Franco in,
Okay,
and he's gonna finish.
wait. Let's make a bet on this.
Oh, I like this. A bet. I like bets.
Okay, let's do $5.
$5. Oh.
Okay, fine, 20.
No, what? No, I thought we were gonna do like something like related to the channel.
Okay. Ooh, I have an idea. We do interviews.
Interviews.
Whoever loses.
Okay.
Whoever loses this bet has to do an interview.
Okay, perfect. Like an in-depth interview. Okay, perfect. Shake on it. So the bet is then whoever loses. So if Jack Doohan makes it.
No. You said if the 12th race.
By the 12th race.
And he's not out.
Yep.
Then you have to do an interview.
With you. Or you're going to interview me.
Whatever they comment.
Okay, so whatever
on the video before.
So whatever our subscribers comment. Okay.
Whatever the subscribers comment is the questions I'm going to ask you.
Okay, perfect. I like that. So whatever questions. So think about questions that you would want to ask both daughter and myself. Put those in the comment section. And then depending on who loses, that's what questions we're going to ask them.
Okay,
yeah.
So if he goes to the 13th race,
I lose.
You lose.
That's right.
It's not the whole season.
That's right.
But it's still the 13th race.
Okay, but if he does any less than 12 or less, I win.
Okay, if he does 13 and more,
yep,
then I win.
Okay, perfect. I like it. Okay, so big question. So here's a kicker. So this might change the way that you think about this. Today, Alpine posted a video all about Franco.
Oh my God.
I may have forgotten to tell you that before the bet.
No.
They posted a video all about Franco, and it was like, welcome, Franco. We're so happy that you're here. I'm going to tell you this. They never made one of Jack Doohan that way. So what do you think now? Now that you know that info, what do you think? Do you think Jack's going to make it?
I'm going to keep my answer.
You're going to keep your answer, Jack?
Because no matter what, it does not matter if they make 1,000 videos on Pierre or
Franco.
Sorry, I keep forgetting everybody's names.
That's okay.
It doesn't matter. Because we already know they have the car, they have the helmet, they have the outfit.
Yeah.
They have everything ready for Jack.
Okay.
So if they do end up changing it, they have to figure out the size, the helmet, everything.
Okay. Too much work.
For me, it would be way too much work. I already did one. I've done way too many.
Okay. I like it. I like your answer. If they're gonna change it, they're gonna change it right now or never. I like your thought process. I like your thought process. Very well. Okay. All right. Anything else before we end for this evening? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and put those guesses in the comments. And those questions that you want us to answer. And speed to those notifications everyone. Bye. Bye.